Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and today we've got this huge box that's come through the post. So what is it? Let's find out today on the video. So welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Matt and this channel is all about movies. We look at 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs and sometimes VHS. We do unboxings like this. We look at the collection like this. We talk about the home entertainment industry. So check out the channel, click that subscribe button down below or scan the QR code that's on screen now. Please give the video a thumbs up as well, because that really does help me out and it tells YouTube that you like these sorts of videos and that pushes it out to more people to enjoy the video. Right, so yeah, big box come in, and you can probably see on here that it says that it's a game storage tower. So these can be used as Blu-ray storage as well, and I want to replace some existing towers that I have. One in particular is broken. These actually match some of my existing setup, so it's going to complement what I've got already. So let's get them out of the box, let's have a look at them in a bit of a better, closer look, and then let's get them into the collection. It's actually been opened a bit, which, yeah, I'm not quite sure why it's been opened, but it allows me to get into it. It all looks okay. We've got paper wrapping here, and then we've got the first tower there, the second. There are 4 of these. Number 3. Right, so out of the packaging, and this is what we've got. So I've got 4 of these. So like it says, game storage tower. So for use with PS5, PS4, PS3, Xbox Series and Blu-ray, which is pretty much what I've got them for. So you can store 12 Blu-rays in one of these, and it's also stackable as well, which is quite handy for my little setup. So just behind this settee here, there is some Blu-ray storage, pretty much most of these. But there are a couple of units which are slightly bigger ones, which I had from a different manufacturer. So one of these is kind of broken at the bottom. I've tried fixing it over the years, but it's never been the same, and yeah, I've decided to replace it. I'll flip the camera around and you can just have a look at the stacking unit that I've got. It does stack about 15 Blu-rays per unit, and they're connected together. But like I say, I think I prefer these other units because they're slightly smaller and they seem a lot more robust. Okay, so we're currently looking at the stacking units that I have. So this, like I say, is 15 Blu-rays per unit, and there's 2 of these bolted together. But that bottom one, I don't know whether you can see there, it's kind of broken at the bottom there. Unfortunately, it's snapped and I'm not able to, well, I've tried gluing it, but it's never ever worked properly. So what I'm going to do is connect one of these towers together, and then I'm going to transfer what you see in front into these new towers, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit of a better setup going forward. So I'm going to show you the back. So this is how you construct the units. So I've just opened the box and you can see inside it's all neatly wrapped. I'll take all the pieces out. So you've got a side piece there, a top and a stacking unit, the bottom and another side piece. So I'll step away from the camera now and just build the unit, and then I'll show it in its completed form. So I've connected the top piece. You can see there's sections here which you can add into it. So this is the top of the unit. This is the bottom of the unit. So unit is constructed, and here we go. So just put the top piece in, the bottom piece, flick it round, and here's your back. So you make sure that these are like rubber, so that if they're sitting behind a, well, sitting flush to a wall, they're not going to sort of scratch it or anything like that. There are some little peel off pieces here which just take off. Nice sort of smooth finish. And then you've also got your stacking unit, so that can clip onto the top of the unit like so. There is a piece here which I think that's kind of for game controllers, so I might cut that piece off because I'm not using it for gaming. It's just going to be for Blu-ray storage. One thing to note when you are constructing these is to make sure that on the bottom, on one side, it has like a little raised piece like this, but on the other side it doesn't. So you need to make sure when you're putting in the bottom that you either make sure that these pieces here are connecting into that section as the other side is different, so you don't get them round the wrong way. And it's the same with the top as well. It has solid on that side and the slight slits on that side. Okay, so I've constructed all of the storage units and I've placed them all behind the settee. You don't usually see this because it's behind the settee. So we scan across. So I've got plenty of space now for some extra films. But what I've also done is I did have an existing rack which part of it was broken, and these contain each 15 Blu-rays or 4Ks that you can stack. So I've actually been able to use the remaining one because I had 4 of these, and you can see there's 2 down below, so there's 30 Blu-rays or 4Ks in that storage unit, plus an extra 15 which will be able to go into that as well. I think it's worked out quite well. The only disappointing bit is where that plug socket is. I do use that plug socket. There will have to be a space for the plugs to go in there. I suppose I could remove that whilst charging. They're only small units to sort of maneuver around. There's the possibility of another 24 films in those 2 racks, and another further 15 there. I'm always conscious of space. I have decanted a load of films which kind of down there, which I have a lot in a shoebox at the moment, which I might actually bring out and pop into these trays, but it depends on what else I collect. Obviously going forward I'm not planning on picking much up, but as with all collecting, there's always something that comes up, isn't there? I'm really pleased with the result of this. I think I've been able to utilise the space well. These units actually I got a really good bargain on. They cost me like £10 each, usually $14.99 on eBay, but I'd had a voucher code, and also if you buy in bulk you get a further discount, so the total discounts were about £19, so it worked out just over £40 for 4 units, which is about 48 Blu-rays to fit in each slot. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. So that's my storage video unboxing done. So what do you think of the new setup? I'm pleased I've managed to get some more storage now. I'm not planning on picking up loads of films in the future, but I'm sure there will be releases that come onto the market that I'm going to want to pick up. So I've got a bit of space now to play with. Yeah, really happy with the result, and it's not cost me that much to sort of add this storage to my space that I have. Stick down in the comments, what do you think of storage? What do you use? Do you like these Billy bookcases, or have you got the room just to sort of have these small Blu-ray storage units, which, yeah, I mean, they're not too bad value, and it's great that you can kind of stack them. And if you're like me and you don't have a huge amount of room, it's good use of the space that you have. Thanks for watching. See you next time.